It's the Heat, SiriusXM. Mina SayWhat. You're in Mina's house. Joining the house tonight is Neo.
Yeah. What's going on?
I feel like I need air horns for you.
Yeah. How you doing, Mom? You good?
How are you? How have you been? What's been going on in your life?
I'm good. Things are good. I could complain about some things, but it's nothing anybody would care about or listen to, so I'm not gonna waste the time.
Right.
No, to be honest, man, I'm in a really good space right now. My kids are healthy. You know what I'm saying? Life is good. We got new music out. People are seeming to enjoy it. So I feel good right now. Well, I'm anxious about this album. I'm anxious to get it out to people, see what they think about it. So yeah, man, I feel good. A lot of reasons to smile as of late. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I heard are there a couple of albums in the works? I feel like you must have a lot of material right now.
Well, so this particular album, I've been working on it since 2018. That's when I started it, and I just recently finished it. The middle of this year. So it kind of feels like 2 and 3 albums kind of crammed together because it's been that long, and I've lived with some of these records for so long that it kind of feels like that. But no, it's just one album. The name of the album is self-explanatory. And I'm calling it that because I feel like at this point, it's me, guys. Like, do you really need a whole lot of explanation for a Neo album?
Right.
At this point, do you? I don't think so. I feel like at this point, you know what I'm saying? You know who I am and what I do and how I do and the quality that is going to ensue. So self-explanatory. You put the album on and you know exactly what to do. You know exactly how to rock to it. And there we go.
Yeah, we know what Neo is bringing. Neo's going to bring the Neo energy.
There you go.
Let me tell you something. I was at a show and you were performing along with other people. Mm-hmm. And I just you're so talented. It's ridiculous how talented you are. And it was a little bit funny because you were like, I'm so sorry, I don't have my backup dancers. And I'm like, you're killing it. Like, you don't need backup dancers and you don't need, all the hoopla that other people might not need because you have the talent. So it's funny because then after you, one of like the younger artists came on, and I'm not going to say who it is, but the artist had all the bells and whistles, the backup and everything. And that performance just came so short for me coming after you, why do you think this is happening? Like, you're a veteran. I remember when you were coming out, you were performing, you had the dance moves, you had a presence. I feel like sometimes some of the younger acts, they don't have that same presence that you've had since the beginning. And then you've even matured into a place where you don't even need all the bells and whistles. You don't need the backup dancers. Like, Neo and his voice and himself is enough.
I think that And first and foremost, thank you for that. That does my heart well to know that people are paying attention. But I think that the difference today is just where the inspiration to do this comes from. Like, my inspiration came from your Michael Jacksons, your Princes, your Stevie Wonders, your Sammy Davis Jr.'s, your Marvin Gaye's, your cats that eat, breathe, lived this music and this entertainment. You know what I mean? Blood, sweat, and tears in the not just the recording studio, but the dance studio to make sure that, when you hit that move, that it falls the way that it's supposed to fall. I'm sorry, somebody just tried to call in. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's the school that I grew up in. That's where I came from, where, if you was going to call yourself an entertainer, you had to be able to entertain, but right. You had to be able to entertain, not your dancers, not your band, you. If right. You are calling yourself an entertainer, that's the school that I grew up in. That's where I pulled from. And I don't think that is so much the case nowadays. You know what I mean? You see a lot less of that kind of inspiration out there. I mean, not, let me slightly rephrase, because it's not that people ain't still dancing. TikTok is taking over the whole damn world. The whole world's dancing. I just think that it's a different feel. It's a different energy. You know what I mean? Like, it's to be honest, and I won't say this for all new artists, but for some of them, it's just plain laziness. It's like they, there was a time where there was this thing called artist development. You know what I'm saying? Where you signed to a production company or a record label, or even management would do it at times, and they would kind of basically teach you what it was to be an artist outside of just what happens on stage. It's like they're going to teach you how to properly, represent yourself during an interview. It's going, how to deal with paparazzi. All these things was like, it was like boot camp basically for you to be this artist that you was going to be. And it doesn't happen anymore. And you could tell, like you could completely see it.
Yes.
And I feel like it needs to come back because I feel like the art is suffering because of this just, and it's not a stupidity thing. It's just, it's a lack of knowledge. It's a lack of info on how to properly do what it is you're supposed to do as an artist. I feel like not, and again, I'm not speaking on the whole new generation, but a lot of it is kind of just, just making it up as they go along. And that works to a degree, but there's also a degree of structure that has to come with this thing. If you want longevity anyway, if you want to be around, you got to make sure that you're doing what it takes to be around. And a lot of that comes from how you carry yourself, in public, how you talk in an interview, what it is you do when you actually get up on that stage. Are you engaging? Are you just up there standing in one place singing your song, or are you taking it to the audience? Like there's a difference. There's a difference in the way that that's done. And yeah, I'd like to see more of those old traditional the things that made this thing great in the first place. I'd like to see more of that on some of these new artists, to be honest.
I agree. So you managed to somehow merge yourself and your brand and your sound along with Yung Bleu and his sound and what he has going on, and you managed to merge beautifully, your talents and what you bring to the table in this new song "Stay Down," which just came out.
Yeah.
Tell me how all of this came about.
Okay, so the song itself, it's an adventure. The song is an adventure. It starts out in one place, and by the end of the song, we're in a whole another place. And I just wanted to do something that didn't feel so cookie cutter, run of the mill. Okay, verse hook, done. I don't want to do that. I wanted to mix it up a little bit. So how it honestly came to be, I had written 2 songs about the same thing. And I was debating on which song I liked more, and I liked both songs for different reasons, so I couldn't pick one. So I was like, wait a minute, it's 2022, we in the future, I can just cram these joints together and just make them one song. Right. And so that's what we did. And once I did that, I was like, okay, now I need a feature. I got to get somebody on here. So I've been paying attention to the cat Yung Bleu and just, the moves that he's making musically and whatnot. And I dig his vibe. I do. He's from Alabama. I'm from Arkansas. So it's that country connection right away. That just made sense. Right. So I sent him the record. He sent me back the verse right away. It was exactly what was needed. And the rest is history, man. Like, it's just, I like artists that can kind of, take the shape and the mold of whatever vessel you put them in, and that's how he strikes me. It's like he definitely has his own thing, but he knows how to take his thing and kind of mold it to whatever it is that he's doing. Like if I'm a feature on this record, I'm gonna mold myself and make myself fit in this record so that it doesn't seem like why is this kid here? And that's what he did. And I feel like the song is quality, but don't take my word for it, damn it. All right, get on the radio and tell Mina to play it and tell.
No, we're gonna play it right now. Look at that. Go ahead, play your song.
Let's get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from the forthcoming album, Self-Explanatory. This is myself and my man Yung Bleu. The name of this joint is Stay Down. Let's go.
Neo's joining us here in Mina's house on the Heat series.
Yeah.
Say what? We just played your new song, Stay Down, featuring Yung Bleu. I am loving everything about this song, Neo. You just sound different. This is different for you. There's like a different melody, the way that you're playing with the melody and the hook, and then how the whole beat changes. I'm glad you explained that, because the beat changes and then Yung Bleu comes and turns out it was 2 songs that you made into one. I love everything about this song, Neo. Seriously.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's definitely one of my personal favorites off of this new album. Which is weird because I don't think I ever really say that. It's kind of hard for me to pick favorites, especially if I wrote or has something to do with every single record. They all now have, they all mean something individually. So it's kind of hard for me to pick one over the other. But I will say just the way that this song came together, how unique this record is for me. That's one of the things that makes it one of my personal favorites. And I had a ball putting it together. We just recently shot the video that's coming real soon. Be checking for that. And yeah, man, it's just at this point in my career, man, I'm having fun with this. You know what I'm saying? I've done exceptionally well for myself. The music industry has been very nice to me. My fans have allowed me to live a very a very beautiful lifestyle. You know what I mean? With that being said, this is not so much a matter of, oh, I pray that I sell a bajillion records. Like, I mean, mind you, don't get me wrong. Nobody puts out a project and wants it to do bad. But at the same time, I am doing the music that I want to do, the music that feels good to me. And I hope it feels good to y'all too. But if not, okay, because I did the music that felt good to me. That's what this album is. And that's kind of what it's going to be from here on out. I'm going to do what feels good to me. If y'all are rocking with me, the party's over here. If you're not, there's so many other parties that you can go to.
So did you approach this album with like a completely different mindset than your last albums?
To a degree. So remember, I started this album in 2018, and then I got caught on a little snag because I had fallen into this place where it's like, all right, the sound has changed, the look has changed, the way people even consume music nowadays has completely changed. It's a whole new game. I feel like a brand new artist, right? So I'm listening to what's out there right now. I'm listening to what's going on, which, by the way, is a mistake that no one should ever make. I'm gonna tell you, as an artist and as a songwriter, don't do that to yourself. Okay, don't start comparing yourself to other people or even what's happening right now. Okay, you are you because you're supposed to be you. You're supposed to do what you do. I had to relearn that because I fell into this place where I was like, yo, where do I even fit in what's happening right now? Like this ain't how I sing. I don't wear that. Like how am I even gonna make sense in this whole thing right now? Right. And what I had to realize is your individuality is a good thing in the music industry. Okay, the fact that you don't necessarily sound like everybody else is a good thing in the music industry. You don't want to blend in. You want to blend out. Why does everybody want to call me right now as I'm trying to do this? I'm so sorry. People trying to call in. But yeah, so I had to just get back to why it is that I make music in the first place. Like I didn't get into this business to get rich. I didn't get into this business to be famous and people screaming my name. That's a beautiful thing. It's a fringe benefit to the fact that I get to do music as my career. When somebody asks, what do you do for a living? I can say music. And that's a real thing. I can feed my family doing what I love. Something that I was going to do anyway, that I would do for free. Don't erase that. Don't tell nobody I would do it for free because people won't start to do stuff for free. Right. But crack the check. No, but yeah, so my approach initially was, all right, let me just do what I do. But then I got discouraged. I got insecure because, you know what I'm saying, things are different. Not to mention I ain't no spring chicken no more. You know what I'm saying? I've matured at this point. You know, my compliments have changed. You know, now it's, oh my God, you were my whole childhood. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank
right. You. That's a good thing though. You're a legend. You solidified yourself. It is. You got to think of it positively, Neo. Like I've been killing it that long. Right.
I think of it positively, but at the same time, it is a very obvious, evident, hey, bro, you old. you know what I'm saying? You're on that side of it now. And it's all good. It's all good. Listen, I'm aging gracefully. Wine, cheese, and women. Better with age. Me, wine, cheese, women. Better with age. So yes. I'm good.
I will say it seems like you're embracing some of the newer things because I saw you tweeting about like NFTs and things like that and cryptocurrency and you know, you're with the technology, Neo. Don't be acting like you grandpa out here. No.
You have to be. When I say I'm getting older, that means I can't spin around as fast as I want to. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna still get up there and do what I do. No, when it comes to like technology and all of that, I gotta be on the cutting edge of that. That's NFTs and crypto. That's where the money is going. Okay, that's people like, come on, we got NBA players getting paid in crypto. Like, yes, this is where the future is going. Like, if you're not on that boat yet, you might want to hop on sooner than later because this is where it's going. So yeah, I'm definitely up on all of that. I'm actually about to put out a few NFTs of my own relatively soon. I've been drawing and painting my whole life, and this is just it's almost a godsend. This is an opportunity for me to take that side of myself and actually get it out there to the world. So I'm excited about it. I am.
Yes. You're on the Heat, SiriusXM. Mina SayWhat, hanging out with Neo in Mina's house. We played his new song, Stay Down.
Yeah.
So in the song, you're talking about this person who's loyal to you. And because this person has been loyal and this person has been down, you reward this person. Now, in one particular moment, you say you taking this person to the jeweler. So I want to know, like, what is one of the most expensive rewards that you've given someone just for being a good person, someone who's had your back, you know, someone who's been loyal, ride or die?
So anybody that knows me knows that I pretty much have the exact same team from the very first day of this whole thing. Same managers, same assistants, same, you know, Same everybody. And that is because by the grace of God, I found people that I can genuinely trust, people that I can literally trust with my life, people I can trust with my money, people I can trust with my career. You know what I'm saying? People that I know have my best interests at the forefront of their brain. And that is worth more than anything that you could, especially in this business, It's really hard to find people that are gonna, be on the up and up with you about everything. This is a business where if you don't know, nobody's teaching you. They're taking advantage of the fact that you don't know. You know what I mean? That's what this is. So to have these people in my corner, the people that, one name comes to mind, especially off top, is my manager, Tango. He's been with me from the very, very beginning, right? And Tango is the kind of person to where he's not really super smiley, happy dude. You know what I'm saying? You might see him and be like, damn, what's wrong with him? Why he got the mug on? And it's not a mug. He's just not the dude that's smiling for no reason. He's straight shooter, all killer, no filler. He's the guy that's going to give you the truth, even when he knows it's not what you want to hear, even when he knows that it's potentially going to hurt you, but you're going to respect him because he's the one person that kept it funky with you. You know what I mean? He's that guy. And that is detrimental in this business. So I bought cars, I bought homes, I bought jewelry. These things mean these are trinkets in comparison to what these people give me, which is peace of mind, so that I can just be the artist that I want to be and not have to worry about who's in my pocket, who's, you know what I mean? Like that, you can't put a price on peace of mind. You cannot. So with that being said, yeah, I've bought some rather expensive gifts, but I bought them for the people that helped me make the money to even get the gifts. If not for what these people did, I wouldn't have the money to even get the damn gift. So it's nothing. Here, take this Bentley, whatever. Here, take this summer home, whatever. Because we worked together to make the money to make this possible. This is me saying thank you. Yeah, I've done it a few times. Yeah,
I love it. Give him a Bentley. I was doing, I always do my research, and I came across this article that said that you wish you would have wrote Essence.
Yeah, man.
And I was wondering, it's obvious why. It's an amazing record, but would you consider remixing it? Have you remixed it? What are your thoughts on that?
No, I haven't attempted to remix it. I would. I just really love that record. It's one of those records where everything just falls into its proper place. There's nothing about the record that stands out or seems like it's in the wrong place. Like the vibe is perfect, the energy is perfect. It's a record that you listen to it start to finish every time it come on. Like it's as we as time progresses and attention spans are super short and we moving on and discovering new music. I still, when that joint come on, everybody got to shut up and we gonna do this until it go off. And then we're gonna get back to whatever it is that we was doing. But it's just one of them records to where everything just cohesive. It just all made perfect sense. And those are rare moments in the studio, because while you're in the studio, the energy is trying to find the pieces that fit, trying to crack the code on this amazing, what could potentially be an amazing record. And it can be stressful. You know what I mean? That record feels like they was in the studio, they was just vibing. They got in the booth and just kind of did what the first thing that came to mind. That's what that feels like. And I've been in situations like that before, and it is just the most freeing feeling ever when the song just happens and it happens exactly the way you heard it in here and you heard it in here. That's one of those. It's one of those moments you can't really put into words. And I feel like that's what happened with that record. I wasn't there when it was produced, but I feel like that's what happened with that record. And it makes me slightly jealous because it's like, oh, I love those moments. I love those.
You could remix it though, right?
I could, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe I will. We'll see what happens. You might have heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I would like to hear what your spin on it would be, like how you would make it Neo, Just putting it out there. Neo's here. We'll talk about his music some more on the Heat, SiriusXM. You're in Mina's house. This is a little bit of a personal question, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want to, but I feel like a lot of artists that have been around for as long as you have, like 15 plus years, there's like this thing about owning your masters right now. Like you hear a lot of artists are re-recording music that they didn't own just so they can like put it out on these streaming platforms and make some money because they don't own their masters. Where are you with that? Like, do you have ownership of your masters? Are there some you wish you did? And if you don't want to talk about it, it's completely fine.
No, it's totally fine. No, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. I do not own all my masters, no. But I am still an artist that is signed to a record label. So no, I don't own all my masters. I own some of them, but not all of them. Anybody that doesn't have an ulterior motive will tell you that the masters is the money. Like this is where the record label. That's how the record label makes their money. So of course, it's normally going to be a fight when you want your masters back. It's going to be expensive, and in a lot of instances, they're going to make it difficult for you because they don't want to sell them. They don't want to give them to you because that's where the money is. I feel like as an artist that has been around for a little while, I personally feel like after a certain time, they're supposed to just give them things to you. I feel like that's what should happen. But I mean, we don't live in the world we should live in. We live in the world we do live in, and it is what it is. But I personally feel like if you are an artist that has been around for a little while, you're seasoned, and you want to take control of your career and whatever it's going to be from this moment on out, yeah, it would be in your best interest to start at least inquiring about what it is you need to do to get your masters, because again, that is where the money is. You get your master, you re-record it, and that re-recording becomes the master. Now, anytime that album is streamed, anytime that music does anything, it comes to where it's supposed to go. It comes to you, the artist. Yeah, and I feel like that's very, very important.
Right. So it is the holidays. I know Ne-Yo has a couple of holiday songs. In fact, I was watching Kiss Me, It's Christmas, a new video with you and Leona Lewis. I love Christmas. I'm not quite Mariah Carey, but on December 4th, I'm out here singing, So can you talk to me a little bit about the video? Because the song's cute. You guys look good together, but you're a little close. And your feet are a little close, and there's a little bumping and grinding. And I'm like, Ne-Yo's a married man. The pandemic brought him together with his wife. What is happening in this video? You getting a little too close to Leona Lewis here.
Listen. Okay. That is called acting.
Is that what that is?
I was playing a role. Okay. In the video, she is my wife and I am her husband, and we were as close as a husband and wife are supposed to be on Christmas. That's what it was. But no, my wife saw the video. She understood. Her husband saw the video. He understood. Everybody knows. Oh man, it's entertainment. Relax. Right. But the song itself, Kiss Me It's Christmas, definitely a quality Christmas record. I feel like it's one that everybody should add to their Christmas playlist. Leona Lewis has a whole Christmas album out right now. That's really, really quality. You should check it out. Shout out to Leona Lewis. I want to thank her for even allowing me to be a part of that record. The record was done already, and then she called me like, "Hey, could you potentially do you hear something on this?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I wrote my verse and sent it in, and the rest is history, man. It became something absolutely beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
You're also on this VH1 Christmas movie, Hip Hop Family Christmas.
Yeah, man.
Jamie Foxx produced this. I can't even imagine how many laughs you guys were having behind the scenes, because that guy is hilarious. But
you know what? I didn't see Jamie the whole time we was cutting. I personally did. I don't know if he was on set, but so if you saw the movie, my role in the movie is not as big as everyone else's role in the movie, so I didn't have to be there as much as everybody else did. So I never got to see Jamie, but I know Jamie is a good friend of mine. He's a great guy. And yeah, man, the production was quality. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was on point doing what they're supposed to do. And, I got to kiss Carrie Hilson.
Look at that. You out here kissing everybody, Ne-Yo.
Hey.
See, nice.
Nah, Carrie's my folks. Nah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. That movie was a lot of fun. I look forward to doing another one. I think that I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. I think they might have been talking sequel at some point. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm here for the sequel.
I'll let your boy, because I had a good time with that. It was fun. Did you watch it?
No, not yet. I mean, I'm gonna binge all the Christmas movies, but I wanted to talk to you about it because I'm that girl. I'm gonna go watch it. So
it was a good time. It was myself, MC Light, Redman, Soraya, Carrie Hilson, Terrence J. Who am I forgetting? Tank is in
Carrie
there.
Hilson.
I said Carrie Hilson. I might be forgetting some people, but listen, it's an all-star cast, and it is definitely worth the time. You should check it out. It's on VH1, Hip Hop Family Christmas. Don't take my word for it. Go check it out for yourself. It's good.
All right. Ne-Yo's Self-Explanatory is on the way. When are we getting that?
We are shooting for March. We're looking for it around March. If unless things have changed and they ain't told me. I don't think that's the case. But as of right now, let's search for March. Let's search for March.
Okay, thank you so much, Neo. Before we go, I'm gonna play this song because it is the holidays, okay? And you look real cute with Leona Lewis in the video. So here's "Kiss Me, It's Christmas." Do you want to introduce it?
Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, first and foremost, this is Neo. I want to say happy holidays to you and yours. Happy holidays, happy new year, all of these things. This joint, quality Christmas record, again, one that you need to add to your Christmas playlist. It is Leona Lewis featuring yours truly. Kiss Me, It's Christmas. SiriusXM, keep it locked.
Thank you, Neo.
Thank you, mama. Appreciate it.
You're in Mina's house on the Heat, SiriusXM.